I'm John Scherch, and welcome to the WRTI Performance Studio, and welcome especially to Lawrence Brownlee and Khanyiso Gwenxane.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I missed part of it, but I feel good about it.
Yeah, got it right.
So Larry and Khanyiso are part of Opera Philadelphia's production of Gioachino Rossini's Otello, and it's part of Festival O22. And Festival O really celebrates the unusual and the new. And even in a Rossini opera involving Larry, there's still plenty of unusual and new going on in this production, isn't there?
There is. This is a very rarely performed opera. I think, from my knowledge, it's only been performed in the United States a handful of times. And so this is something that the public and the surrounding areas of Philadelphia will see that probably they've never seen before. So that's the new thing about this opera.
Yeah, and the Verdi version is performed a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm. It is performed a lot more, and so the minute you say Otello, people think, oh, Verdi. But there actually is a Rossini version that I think is worthy of being performed, and I'm happy to say that we have a wonderful cast. You know, we have Khanyiso over here making his American debut in the very difficult role of Otello, and so it's going to be a pleasure to share the stage with him.
And you're making your role debut as Rodrigo.
I am. I've done one or two Rossini roles in my life.
This is your 18th, right?
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I've counted them again, and so it's my 18th role, so looking forward to that.
Yeah, you never heard Larry Brownlee sing before, and your opportunity is coming pretty soon. If you have never seen him sing before, he is performing a role for the first time, so that's a great way to hear him perform. And Khanyiso, this is your first American performance.
First American performance.
Not your first Otello, though.
Not my first Otello, though, but it feels like a different Otello. like Larry has said, it's a beautiful cast that has been assembled here. I've been learning a lot from Larry. I've been learning a lot from the conductor. This is a rarity for me, like in general, Rossini, because I'm not very much experienced in the repertoire. But to be here and find people who are experienced in this repertoire, and it just made it beautiful for me. And I'm really happy that it's actually with Opera Philadelphia.
Yeah, Larry, singing a new role, it's like going back to school.
The thing about Rossini, if you've done one, you've done them all. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But for me, I love the challenge. I love the process of learning something new. I always tell people when I do teaching and master classes now, I tell young students to learn something. When they learn it the first time, learn it well. You never know when you're going to have to call upon it right away. You know, someone may say in 2 days, once you get into the performing side of things, they may be looking for an Otello or Rodrigo, and you may not have a lot of time to put it together. If you learn it well for the first time, that is going to give you the opportunity to be better prepared to embrace those opportunities. So for me, I have been taking my time, as Khanyiso said, with our wonderful conductor, Maestro Corrado Novares, who's a longtime friend of mine, who is a specialist in this style, just taking everything in that he said and trying to take the ornamentation and the style and some of the nuances which make Rossini electric. To try to do all those things as I'm continuing to learn. And so I feel confident that when I step on stage on opening night, that I'll be hopefully ready to go.
Certainly heard that when you were singing earlier.
No comment.
And learning the role well, that prepares you for your American debut.
That prepares me for my American debut, yes. I was really lucky as well that I had good support even when I did the role the first time. I had good Italian coaches helping me with the language. But then, like Larry's mentioned, the nuances, the embellishments, to fit it in context with the storyline, with the state of emotion that you're in, that's a totally different field right there. And that really needs people who are vested and who are really experienced in their repertoire. So for me now, it feels like I'm learning it for the first time. It feels like I'm learning it properly for the first time. And I'm enjoying every part of it. I'm enjoying every minute that we get to spend in rehearsal rooms. It's so much fun. The group is just amazing to work with, and I'm really, really enjoying the role now.
Yeah.
Really loving it.
So I'm sitting in between you two because your characters are not exactly friends in the opera. The duet that you sang, so your aria is you learning about the fact that Desdemona is married to Otello, and this duet is when that enmity comes to a head.
Yes, the duet is it's all the fireworks that you want in a bel canto opera. And so this is probably the most recognizable piece of it. And musically, Rossini he sets you up well to have a great battle or duel. And so we have dueling high Cs, and we get the opportunity to express our angst towards one another. But there's always a woman in the middle. It's Desdemona. And so she has told me that she is already married to him. And so that's not easy for me to take. Her father has, granted me the opportunity to marry her, and I feel like that I am worthy of her. So obviously someone coming in and taking her hand is not something that makes me happy. So that's what the duet is about. And basically, it's like I'm calling him to war. Alarming means to go to war. Let's battle it out, and may the best man win, essentially.
And this is essentially how they actually settled also problems back then. It just go down to a duel, So which is what is happening now, irrespective of how genuine the feelings are from Otello and Desdemona. But the fact that Rodrigo got approval from her dad, then that automatically also puts him in contest here to be with Desdemona. Hence, now we actually have to go to arms and go to duel over Desdemona. But in all that being said, the music provides everything. It's right in there in the music, and
you hear the drama in the music.
Yeah, it's all there. It's all provided by Rossini in the music.
And Rossini lets you have the battle of the high seas.
Well, we added some ourselves, to be quite honest, and it's become the tradition. But it's some of the traditions of opera I think people come to expect. And over time, I think they're really, that's what sells the opera sometimes. I think Rossini would be okay with him.
I think so
because
too.
what is underneath as far as like foundation-wise with the music, I think it fits right in. So we're not offending Rossini. I hope we're not. But
you've done I Puritani, so you know that.
Yeah, but that's the magic of opera. I think people come to hear those things that compel you, that are provocative, that really make you, that draw you to the story and the music. And so that's what we want to provide in live theater, and to make sure that this art form continues to be important to the public.
And you will get to experience being drawn to this drama, the music, the stratospheric high notes. The show opens on September 23rd. And I would say I can't wait to see it, but I'm in the chorus. So. But you will have a wonderful time. Thank you, Larry Brownlee Khanyiso Gwenxane.
Oh, thank you, man. That's really good. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here at the WRTI Performance Studio. Thank you for listening.